From Nashville, Tennessee, Inside The Noize podcast with your host, Jenna Heideman. Here's Jenna.
Okay, welcome to Inside The Noize. We're back in the new year, and I have a guest today, and her name is Lexie Hayden.
Thanks for having me.
Woo, thanks for coming on. We're so excited to have you. So each week on the podcast, we kind of jump in and start off with make some noise, stop that noise. So like a good week, bad week. Something good that happened, something bad that happened.
Okay, I was wondering because I saw that and I was like, do you want me to list it? Like, it had to be a whole good week. But just one thing.
Just one thing. Like one good thing, one bad thing. And I can go first if you need time to talk.
Wait, is this for this week or any week?
Like the last 2 weeks, I guess.
Okay, so this week I'd say I finally took my Christmas tree down.
Oh.
Yeah. And yeah, it was about time.
It's like a month late.
Very late. But I live alone, so nobody can really tell me, like, hey, you need to take that down.
If you enjoy it, then it's
and
fine
I was
to
like
keep it
too
up.
lazy to take it down. But I live in a condo, and I felt like they were going to, like, be like, hey, you need to take that down.
Like someone else could see it from their window.
You're
like,
not allowed to
"That
have
girl
lights
has her
up
tree
in my condo after January 15th. Like, they make you take them down.
Oh, dang.
So they're, like, strict. But I finally took my tree down. So that's a good thing.
That's a good week, yes.
It's been a slow week so far.
That's the best thing that happened, yes.
That's really sad.
No,
but I had 2 days off of work, so I didn't do, like, anything the past couple days.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Nice to relax.
Now, bad things?
No, bad thing. Like something you want to stop that noise. It could be like something bad that happened or something you're like, people just need to stop doing this in general. Like, stop that noise.
Oh, I did think of another good thing. I got my hair done yesterday.
Oh, that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
That's
I totally forgot.
I wait like and get my hair cut like maybe twice a year and maybe colored like once.
See, you can get away with that. I can't.
It's so expensive.
I have to get it trimmed all the time.
Oh, okay.
I have like really thin hair. But
Okay.
I got it and it's like very blonde for me.
Ooh, a new look.
It was a big change. And then I can't think of anything bad. I mean,
Well, that's good.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like now I need to think of something bad that happened to me.
I'll let you know my bad thing happened this morning. I'm obsessed with the turnip truck. I go like almost every morning. And I was walking through this morning and I got ginger shots. I've been like coming off of like a cold. And I got these ginger shots. I had my Topo Chico in one hand and I was walking and my elbow hit a bottle of wine on a side thing and the red wine spilled all over the aisle and all over the floor. And I was so embarrassed. That happened at like 7 a.m. this morning. One bottle of wine. Literally it was like slow motion. Like I turned the corner and my elbow gently breezed the top and it just was like slowly falling and it hit the ground and just red wine all over the aisle. And I was like, I didn't even know what to do. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, do you want me to clean it up?
Oh my God, red wine.
And they were like, no, it's fine. And they like just go check out. And I was like, great. I come here literally almost every day. And
Yeah.
I can't go back now for a
That
while.
happened to me at Trader Joe's, but with sparkling water. But it like sprayed everywhere, like all over my groceries. It like fell on the floor, and it was like spraying everywhere in the aisle at Trader Joe's, all over me.
It's so embarrassing.
My
Other
food.
people.
And I just like left. I was so embarrassed. Like I didn't know what to do. I just like ran away. I was like, it wasn't me.
That's how I felt this morning. And I was like, I looked to the cashier. I said, this is going to be a terrible day. And he's like, no, don't give the day that energy. Your bad day stops here.
Yeah, I feel like
little pep talk.
Bad, like this morning I was super slow moving and then I ran to the car. And then that's why I was late, because I ran to the car and I'm about to leave and I realized I left my phone upstairs. And then I had to go back and get it and then come.
Just
and
felt like jumbled.
Just slow moving this morning, but
yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, my good week is I'm a huge Texas country fan.
I see that on your laptop.
I'm not from Texas.
I just looked at your laptop and saw Texas.
But Cody Johnson's opening for Miranda Lambert, and I'm obsessed with Cody Johnson, and so I'm going to a show tomorrow. I thought
tomorrow? Where?
Bridgestone. He's opening for Miranda.
Oh, okay.
I thought bought these tickets like 2 months ago. In my calendar, I have it as tomorrow. I made a makeup appointment to get my makeup done. I'm like, I'm going to treat myself, get my nails, my makeup done, go to this show. No. It's tomorrow, not Saturday. I had all those appointments for Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
I literally was driving home after dropping the wine, and on the radio, they're like, we can't wait for the Miranda Lambert show tomorrow to roll through Bridgestone. I'm like, tomorrow?
Oh my God. Is it like a couple days?
No, it's just one day, and it's just tomorrow. It's
so
not
did
Saturday.
you move your appointments?
No, but like, it's fine. I'll just roll with it.
That's funny.
I'm like super jumbled. I don't know why. It's been in my calendar for months, and I kept checking the date, and I was like, oh no, it's totally Saturday.
I love Cody Johnson.
You're Cody. Okay, I did just see this. I was creeping on your Instagram right before you got here. But I saw you went to the PBR Music City Knockout.
Yeah.
We went and did podcast interviews with the bull riders.
Really?
And it was my first time, and it was so much fun. And those, like, they're all, like, 19, and they were all, like, terrified.
Yeah.
But they were, like, so, like, nice and kind. And we're like, yes, ma'am.
I've never been to a rodeo. Like, I was, like, I didn't know what was going on. The only reason I went is because my friend Carly writes with one of the PBR judges' wives.
Okay.
So she got us in for free. Like, we like went backstage and everything, and we were down there with all of them. And then we were like, okay, so this is a life hack right here. We didn't have like seats. We just had gotten like let in with tickets or whatever. And we were just guests. If you go on Ticketmaster for an event like that and you see what seats are not
you
sold.
can go sit in them. That's so smart.
That's what the PBR judge's wife does.
Oh.
Because she goes to all the events with him, and then she'll just see what seats are not bought and go sit in them. So we were literally sitting in the very front row.
That whole, like, front row on, I don't know what side it was on, but they had that, like, saved for media. So we sat there.
Cool.
But I go to Las Vegas every December for the NFR.
Really?
And I actually went to the event this year. I always just go, like, and I work with a company out there, like a Western World company. And they gave me tickets to the rodeo this year. Because they're like, wait, you've never actually been to a real rodeo? I'm like, no, I've been to bull riding, but I've never actually been to a rodeo.
It was really cool.
It's super cool.
We, like, smuggled in, like, a flask and everything. Like, we were, like, living our best life.
And, like, once you start following it, like, their fan bases are so strong.
Yeah.
Like, people love their bull riders.
Also, this is really bad. I just really wanted to see something really intense. Like, it's like, I mean, it's scary.
It is. Like, I don't know how, like, they do it day after day. Or, like,
the bulls get so mad.
Yes. And in Las Vegas, when it's the rodeo, the NFR, it's a 10-day event. So those guys get on a bull 10 days in a row. And I'm sure they do that, like, throughout the year. But I'm like, how do you do that and, like, go out at night and, like, your body, like, gets a beating, and then you probably don't take care of yourself. You're probably drinking and partying.
Yeah.
And then you're getting back on a bull the next day. Like, I would be dead.
The money.
Yeah. I mean, win-lose game.
So if you're not from Texas, then...
I'm from Illinois. I'm obsessed with Texas.
Your laptop loses I Heart Texas.
Everybody... It's a nice, like, trick for people, because I feel like people, like, really like Texas, too. Or if someone's from Texas, it starts a conversation, and then I'm like, actually, guys, I'm from Illinois, but it's fine.
I'm not from Texas either, so we could just stop talking about Texas.
Okay. Let's kind of get into, like, where you're from and your story of coming to Nashville.
I'm from Virginia.
Okay.
Bull riding state. No, I'm just kidding. No. What is Virginia known for? History. A lot of history.
Yeah.
A lot of people settled there. It's actually below the Mason-Dixon line, so I'm technically still from the South.
Okay.
If you consider it like that. But I was actually born and raised like 35 minutes outside of D.C.
Okay.
So it's really not that Southern. I grew up in a suburban neighborhood. But love country music. Grew up on country music. My mom grew up on a farm. Her dad loved country music. I did a radio interview yesterday, and I was telling him I had a karaoke machine growing up, and every single one of my karaoke CDs was just female country. Like,
that's awesome.
I never strayed from it. I was like obsessed with female country. Faith Hill,
Okay.
Miranda, Trisha Yearwood, Shania Twain, I mean Martina, like the 90s and the 2000s.
I think Jody Messina was my first CD, and she was, like, huge in the 90s.
Oh, yeah. Terry Clark. I mean, it was, like, such a good time for females.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I loved to sing. So I always knew I wanted to come to Nashville, like, at a very young age. So, yeah, I'm obsessed with Nashville.
Yeah. When did you move here?
2015.
2015. Okay. How did you find, like, your group of people, and, like, how did you start getting, like, submerged in, like, the industry and just, like, meeting your people?
I actually moved here for a summer internship when I was in college. So I went to college in Virginia, James Madison University, which is, like, Southern Virginia.
Okay.
And I was minoring in music industry, and I found out, you know, I could have a summer internship and get credit for school, and I was like, I'm going to move to Nashville for the summer, right before senior year. So I applied to a bunch of internships here in 2013, 2014, and I interned with Bobby Bones.
Oh, awesome.
In 2014, that summer. So I was 20 years old, and I was living here for like 3.5 months, like getting paid nothing to be an unpaid intern, sharing a 1-bedroom with a girl. Like, we slept in the same room every night.
Oh my gosh. I've had friends do that in the summers, like rent out their like extra rooms or their rooms and like put 2 or 3 beds.
Mm-hmm. Well, she had like a full bed, and then I had a twin bed. There was like no room to move around in the room, and she had a cat. Like, we didn't have a washer and dryer, we didn't have a dishwasher, like nothing. This was like this dingy apartment. I mean, it was off West End. It was in a good area, but it was such a cheap apartment. But that summer was like the best summer of my life, because I was interning at like this one of the biggest radio shows in the in the country. And I was meeting, like, I mean, I'd go into work every morning and I wouldn't know if it was going to be Jason Aldean, Blake Shelton, Scotty McCreery. You've got like Jana Kramer's coming in, or Sam Hunt. So it was like every morning you wouldn't know. You would just show up to work and like, I'm like 20 years old.
And
I'm
you're
like,
just like, what is this?
What is my life? I had like a picture with no one thought I was coming back to school. Everyone
like,
is
definitely just staying there.
They were like, she's never coming back.
Gonna work for free forever.
She's never gonna come back and graduate. Look at her. I was like on the CMT red carpet, like in music. I was like it was such a bubble that I think that my expectations of Nashville were so high when I moved back.
Yeah.
Because I was like...
Because you got like the top end experience when you came for those like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was just like... And then you actually graduate and you're like, oh, okay, well, I need to find like a real job.
Mm-hmm.
I need to make money. And I'm not going to be meeting celebrities every day.
Like maybe every now and then, but probably not every day.
So Bobby was really, really good to me though. And he, found out I could sing, and I sang on the show like my 3rd day of work. It was like I hadn't even met Bobby yet.
Oh, that's terrifying.
And somebody told him that I sang. So I'm like at work at like 7 a.m. I mean, we had to be there at 4:50 a.m. every day.
Right, like you have to get up early. I don't know how radio hosts do it.
I had to be up at 4 every day.
You have to
like in the middle of the
your
night.
life over, like, and you have to like look good. Mm-hmm. You have to like look professional.
Especially with like the Bobby Bone show. I mean, like you're meeting these people. You
right,
have to
you don't want to look
5 a.m.
Yeah, like you're in sweatpants, like just roll out of bed.
Like I would like. So we didn't have to be there every day. We only had to be there like 3 days a week. But if I would miss a day, because I would be like so tired, it would be like Sam Hunt would have been there on the morning I missed, and I'd be like, no,
why did you do that?
Why did you leave? But so Bobby found out I could sing, and one of the interns had told him. So it was like 7 a.m. and someone's like, hey, Bobby wants to talk to you in the production room live. Like they're live on air, like they're filming right now.
And you're like, oh no.
And I'm like, oh god, I've never met him, never whatever. So I walk in there and like they sit me down, they put headphones on me, and Bobby's like, hey, we heard you can sing, so we pulled up this karaoke track for you and you're gonna sing live on air right now.
Oh no, what'd you sing?
It was Famous by Kelly Bannon.
Okay.
It was just because I was really into that song. It was right when it came out.
Yeah.
And I had been singing it maybe around the studio, so the interns knew that I liked that song and knew the words.
Uh-huh.
So he pulled up the karaoke track. He just starts playing it, and he's like, all right, show us what you got. And I'm just live on air singing. And like, I mean, this is nationally syndicated. So, I mean, my parents are like driving to work listening, and my dad's like about to flip the car over because all of a sudden I'm singing. All my friends caught it on their way to work. Like,
that's awesome.
It was amazing. Like, it was really, really cool. And then Bobby had me sing again on the show. I played a show with the Raging Idiots and his band, and he really helped me out that summer.
Yeah. Did you see like a huge spike in like followers and good feedback after that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
then I, like a year later, right when I was about to move back to Nashville, he was doing Women in Country Week on the show, and he wanted to bring in one YouTuber. And I was very into YouTube. I mean, I have a really extensive YouTube channel that goes back like 12 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to do a cover, but he's never going to pick me because it's like biased because he knows me. And I did a cover of Smoke by 1,000 Horses. Ooh. And he like got my number from someone and texted me and was like, your cover is amazing. Can you come to Nashville tomorrow? And I got in the car the next day.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
And people still like request that cover of Smoke. And I played it on the show, and I'm still close to a lot of the people on the show, but that was really a big start for me, and they still support me. And like when my EP came out in 2017, like all the members of the show like tweeted about it or reached out, and Lunchbox will send me messages like every once in a while. They're all just so nice.
Yeah, that's really good that you were able to like build that connection and actually build a relationship, because I know so many people who have been through like internships like that and don't have the opportunity to actually like build a relationship or connections like that.
And it wasn't even like I tried. It was
right.
like,
It was so natural.
I think Bobby always, like, he has that thing where he wants to discover somebody.
Yeah.
And he wants to be the one to, like, help someone out or discover them.
Right. He's good at it.
Yeah. So I'm just waiting for him to hear Relit Cigarette. Bobby, if you're listening to
Which is great. He can hear Relit Cigarette and the podcast, and I can be on the Bobby Cast Network.
Yes. All right. Let me send this over.
We'll tag team that one.
Yeah.
Relit Cigarette, that's your current single.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you tell me the story behind it and like just the process of writing it?
Yeah. So how did you find Relit Cigarette?
So honestly, I think I just found it on I Find Everything. I'm obsessed with Spotify, like the Spotify Discover, like the weekly. I like every Monday or Tuesday, I'll go through and like do what it recommends to me and go through and listen to them. And I heard it. I guess I heard it like 2 weeks ago. I reached out.
Yeah.
And I heard it right after my ex-boyfriend was in town and I saw him. And so it was so funny because I was listening and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is my life. This is my life right now.
So I'm only on your podcast because you have problems with your ex.
That's pretty much the entire basis of my life.
Wait, but everyone's been there.
But yeah, and it just tells the story. Like, it's such a good story song too. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been there. There's so many people that have been in that situation where, like, you go back to somebody and you realize that it's never going to be like it was.
Right.
And the metaphor is a way that, like, you've never really thought about it. And it was my co-writer's idea. So I work with my producer. His name is Derek George. And we met 2 years ago. And within one write, he was like, I want to help you. I want to be your producer. Write with you, whatever. And he had been signed to Warner Chappell for like 6 years. He produced the Randy Houser records, Chase Bryant, had #1 with Darius Rucker, and him and I just clicked immediately. And Derek was like, I really like want to write for you and help produce you. So we became a team like the end of 2017, and he put me in the room with Monty Criswell, who's the one who I wrote that with.
Okay.
And Monty had #1s for like Eric Church, Scotty McCreery. He wrote I Saw God Today, George Strait, like
legend.
Huge songs. And I'm like so nervous to go into this write with Derek and Monty. And Monty literally had that title on his phone. He's like, I have this idea, like a Relit Cigarette. And I was like, that's really cool. Like, let's run with that. And the three of us just wrote that song. And like a couple hours after the write, I remember like finally like listening back to the work tape. And I was like, whoa, this is like
good.
Really, really good and really special. And after that, like that was like one of my favorite songs I'd ever written. So I was like, this song is totally going to be like my song. I want to put this out there. And it took 2 years. Yeah.
It's crazy. Crazy how long a song can take for people to hear it.
Because we went into the studio last February. We tracked like 8 songs. And then it ended up not even being the first single. The first single was called Wish You Would Have Cheated. And then Relit finally came out, and I knew it was special because it already doubled the streams of the first single,
which is crazy,
and still climbing. Yeah. And we filmed a music video for it.
Ooh, has it been released?
No.
I was like, I don't think I saw that, but sometimes I miss things, and I'm like, oh no.
I'm like so eager to put out the video, but we really want CMT to air it.
Again, which they just introduced 50-50 play for females.
I know, they have too much going on. That's why they're not answering my email.
They have too much. They're gonna need more female videos though.
Well, so they replied and they loved the video. So we sent them the Relit Cigarette video maybe like 2 weeks ago, maybe. And they were like, we love this video, we love Lexie, we want to put it on cmt.com, like blah blah blah. So we've been like, okay, awesome,
ready.
Like we're ready. The video's ready, the song's been out since November, and like we haven't heard back. Like we responded again like yesterday, so it's just kind of in that back and forth process.
Yeah.
But the video's been done since like mid-December, so I'm just like
waiting for everyone to see it now.
Yeah, because it's really, really good. And but if CMT is gonna help us with it, that's important. Right, I'm gonna wait. You know? Yeah. So that's coming out.
Yes, and then you have new music coming out too.
So then that's what I'm stressing about, is because the next single's coming out February 7th.
Oh, that's like 2 weeks.
Don't tell me how soon it is, because I know the timeline's not adding up right now. But I can't wait to put out the new single, because we want to put out the last single, and then the whole EP will come out in March.
Okay. Cool. And what made you choose Wish You Would Have Cheated as your first single? That's a good song too.
Yeah.
Like,
that was a true story. Like, very true. But it was just, we had a lot of feedback because we had a lot of really good songs. Like, we tracked 8 songs, and so we had a lot of trouble picking the singles because everyone had a different opinion.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, this needs to be your first single. This needs to be it. Like, everyone had a different opinion. So it just came down to, I think Cheated should be our first single because it was like kind of like reintroducing me as an artist because I hadn't put out music in years.
Yeah.
And Cheated is so fun and groovy, and it's such a cool full band song. And it's like, instead of, you kind of want to like bring the fans back in and then drop the really emotional real song, because
they're already there then when you drop that second song. Like, people are already tuned in to you, which
they're ready to hear that next single. So Cheated was, I mean, it's not a happy song, but it's still like vibey and makes you want to kind of like dance and sing along, and then you're like, hey, boom, let me drop the emotional ballad.
I love a good sad song. Like, I am obsessed.
Unfortunately, fortunately, my third single is also sad, a little somber.
Oh, great. I'm excited.
Let's all cry. The last single is called Somewhere Drinking.
Okay.
And it's a little sad. But it was also something that a lot of people had feedback, like, that should be your single. And my band loved it. And then the EP will have some happier songs.
Okay. I mean, I'll probably be drawn to the sad songs anyway.
People love a good sad song.
I love a good sad song. I'll turn it on when I'm in a happy mood.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make me sad. I just enjoy it.
Yeah. And Somewhere Drinking's not super sad. It's just like it has a big chorus.
Okay.
And I wrote it with Derek, my producer, and this guy named Chuck Jones. So everything was co-written with my producer except for like one song. So we have a great relationship, and we're already writing for the next EP.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How often do you write?
It just depends. I feel like I go through waves.
Yeah.
Because I work a lot of jobs, so it's like whenever I can fit in, right?
Okay. What else do you do?
So I babysit a lot.
Okay.
I've been a nanny for years, but I just started babysitting a new family. I actually work for Phil Vassar's manager.
Okay. So babysitting and nannies here do well.
Oh, I babysit. So today I'm babysitting 2 different families after this. So I have my normal job, which is Tuesday and Thursday, for Phil's manager, who I'm super close with.
Yeah.
And I'm close to Phil Vassar too now because of that.
He has the jams. I will turn on some Phil Vassar, and like, I like his, I don't know what it's called, but he has like a CD where it's like the songs he's written. And I'll just turn that on and jam.
Oh yeah, all the Jody Messina.
Yep.
He's amazing, and he's such a good guy. Like, just the nicest, most genuine guy ever. Him and his manager used to help kind of manage me when my Drive EP came out. That's how I met her.
Okay.
And then I went on the road with Phil in 2017 and got to ride his bus and everything. And we went up to Virginia, and I opened for him. And I've done shows with him in Nashville too. And he's just been like such a huge supporter. He's so sweet. He took me to a CMA after party 2 months ago. But I babysit for his manager every Tuesday and Thursday, and then I work on a tour bus. It's called Songbird Tours.
Okay.
And that's been almost 2 years I've been working on the bus. And it's shameless plug for the bus. Come ride the bus. It's like the Bluebird on wheels.
Oh.
We have live
Here in
songwriters
Nashville?
that play on the bus.
Interesting.
We pick up downtown at the, like, right next to the Hall of Fame. And we run, whenever it books, but I probably have like 3 to 4 tours a week. And I'll be the tour guide or the songwriter.
Okay.
Because we have a tour guide, and then we have 2 songwriters. We have a whole sound system and stage on the bus. And the whole tour is about publishing and what songs were written in what buildings.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's like awesome. I make everyone ride the bus. I just actually got promoted on the bus. I'm going to start helping with marketing and social media and stuff. But if you ever want to ride the bus,
I might need to come take a bus ride.
You do.
That sounds cool. I miss out on all the touristy things, and like probably things that'd be fun if my family came to town, or if I had friends in.
Oh, 100%.
But like, I've been here for 7 years, and
7 years. Wow.
It's crazy. And it's like, I'm over those things, or I don't want to like dabble in it.
Yeah.
Now, but it'd be fun to like do some of the
It's a different way of looking at Nashville. And the reason the bus was started, the owner of the bus, his name is Trey Bruce, and he had a bunch of number ones in the 90s. He started the bus because he was so sick of seeing all those wagons and all of the pedal taverns, and he was like, we need to really talk about why Nashville is important.
Right.
The songwriting.
And not just show it as a drinking town.
Yeah, so he literally just, like, started this bus, like, 2.5 years ago and was like, hey, just gathered all his friends who knew anything about anything and helped him put together this bus, put a sound system on it. All the seats face the back to the stage, and we go around for 2 hours. And when I'm the tour guide, I'll tell the tour all down Music Row, talk about this song was written in this house, this song was written here, all this stuff. And then in the dead space, that's when the songwriters play.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. And we all wear headsets, and people just absolutely love it. We do a Q&A at the end, and, like, people will be asking questions until we have to, like, kick them off the bus. Because people just really, these days, are so curious about the songwriting.
They are.
Behind things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool for you to be able to, like, connect with a small group if you're the songwriter on the bus, to, like, and tell your stories and have them all actually be engaged.
It's so intimate. You make so many fans on the bus. I've had some really good tours recently where you're just, like, I mean, they're on a bus. They can't get up and leave and not listen to you. They literally have to listen to you. So that job's been such a blessing for me because I've made so many fans on the bus, so many people that comment on my stuff that are like, I heard you play this on Songbird tours, and I love this song. Couldn't wait for it to come out. So the bus has been my best job ever. Yeah. Because we also make tips on the bus, and I sell CDs. Perfect. Sell CDs on the bus. Yeah. And then babysitting is also amazing because I love kids. Yeah. And I love the families that I work with. Yeah. And then dog sitting.
Oh, are you Rover?
No, I actually tried to be work Rover for Pup Stars.
Oh. I tried Rover, and I've only watched one dog.
Really?
And, like, I'm gone a lot on weekends. I've always had, like, 5 jobs being in Nashville. Mm-hmm. But I'm gone a lot on weekends, and so, but one time I was like, I think I could watch a dog. It was the weirdest thing. This couple came from Memphis. Literally didn't even come in my house. Like, I was baking cookies. I cleaned the house. I had, like, whole ambiance going on for them to come over and, like, see the space, make sure they wanted to leave their dog with me. They literally didn't even come in. Dropped off their dog, who had a broken foot that they didn't tell me about. Dropped off their dog, was like, do you know how to give a dog medicine? I'm like, yeah, sure. I've always had dogs growing up. Some have been sick before. And they're like, all right, we'll be back tomorrow. They're, like, going to, like, a Predators game and the Titans game. Like, we'll be back tomorrow night.
What?
And, like, they didn't come in. They didn't really want to know my name. They didn't really care. They just literally left me their broken-footed dog.
That's so weird.
It was, and I don't, like, it made the experience bad for me. Like, I got 5 stars. They, like, enjoyed me. I, like, sent them pictures of their dog. Like, I wonder if it's alive still. Like, here, I'll send pictures of her.
Did they even respond?
No.
What?
It was I hope not every experience a dog.
So I don't do Rover. My friend does Wag all the time. She's constantly walking dogs. I never used to dog sit. I have cats.
Oh, okay.
But I grew up with a dog. But I have 2 cats. But my friend Carly started working for this company called Pup Stars. And they basically just, like, work as the medium between, like, clients who need, you know, dog sitters and the people. And she just started booking me for all these dog sitting jobs, and you have to sleep at the house. And I don't do it. I haven't been doing it as much the past couple months because it became a lot with my schedule. Yeah. But I'm doing it Monday through Tuesday. And you can be selective. I mean, 1 or 2 dogs, and they always put you in really nice houses.
That's nice.
So you stay at their house. So I'll do dog sitting every once in a while, and then gigs. Yeah, obviously.
What are some of your favorite venues to play in town?
The Listening Room is probably my number 1.
Okay. I served tables there for over 1.5 years.
Oh, did I ever see you there?
I don't know. I haven't worked there since before November, and I'm on pickup only, so I'm technically still employed, but I haven't worked there in months.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that work there.
I've honestly, like, when I first started, I was so, like, frustrated that I was serving tables again. So I had left a full-time job, and I'm like, I guess I'll serve tables again until I find something I really am passionate about doing. And I've honestly met some of the most amazing people there. Yeah. Like, everyone I've met, like, that either serves tables or that, like, has come into, like, songwrite. Like, I've got so many podcast guests, or, like, so many connections that I've met because they played there and I was serving tables for them. Yeah. It's, like, a cool...
The Listening Room has always been my favorite in Nashville because you make so many fans there.
You do.
The sound is awesome. The atmosphere is great. It's a built-in crowd. Yep. And when you're going to play and you're like, I play a lot with Gina Veneer, my friend Gina.
Okay.
And she always books, I mean, she gets a gig there like once a month. So we've played a lot over the years. And like, you show up and it's like, it's packed. It doesn't matter. You didn't have to invite anyone.
People are just there.
People are just
and
there.
They're excited to see you.
And the Bluebird, I've played the Bluebird a couple times, and that's always like so special. And then my favorite full band spot is the basement.
Okay.
On 8th.
I haven't been to the basement in a while.
I just played there on Friday night.
Okay.
And I did like a trio thing. We did cajon and 2 acoustic guitars, and it's just, the sound is always great at the basement. It's so intimate. It's just, I feel very comfortable there. I've played a bunch of full band gigs there, so I think at this point, like, I'm very at home there.
Yeah.
So I'm very comfortable on stage there, and I really like that venue. I mean, it's nothing special.
It's a cool venue though. I enjoy going to shows there still. I'll go see people every now and then.
You can really see and hear everything.
Yeah, it is small and kind of like, it is like a basement.
It literally, my dad came to my single release show there in September. We did my single release show for Cheated. My parents came. My dad was like, "Why did you choose this venue?"
He's like a garage. What are you doing?
He was like, just didn't know what to expect, and like when he walked in, he was like, "This is the venue you chose." I'm like, "It's not about the looks, Dad."
Yes, I love this space.
I love grungy basements.
Like, it's cool. Okay. Who are like your top 4 like influences, or like top 4 of the people you're listening to right now?
This is so, like, it changes. You know how it changes like every week?
Yeah.
So I've been obsessed with this one song the past couple days. I've listened to it like 100 times. Have you heard of Avenue Beat?
No.
Okay, so Avenue Beat, it's 3 girls, it's a trio. They're signed to Big Machine.
Okay.
And they're younger. But I know the one girl, Savannah Santos, she's in it. And they have this song, Ruin That For Me. It's like stuck in my head like all the time. I've listened to it like 100 times. And I just looked, it just hit 1 million streams on Spotify.
Dang.
Yeah, you'll have to go look them up.
Okay.
Avenue Beat. I mean, there's a lot of like trios and duos, but it's 3 girls.
Okay.
And they're all younger. But they do have a deal, which is awesome. And then who am I listening to right now? Obviously, I really love Ingrid Andress too.
I like her a lot.
Big fan.
Yeah.
When her EP came out, I like listened to it over and over again.
Yeah.
I really like her. I just saw that Kelsey Ballerini is putting out a new album.
I heard that too. Now, honestly, like, I'm a female, but I listen to a lot of male artists. And so I've been on a female kick lately.
I'm always on a female kick.
I'm big into like the Texas scene though. Most of the Texas scene is males, I guess.
Yeah.
But I've been on a big female kick. I've been listening to a lot of like Logan Brill.
Okay.
I'm really into her.
I've heard that name.
Go listen to her. She's really good.
Okay.
I'll like listen to your song and then her song. I don't know. She has a song called Walk of Shame that's really good. But some of her...
Are you okay, Jenna?
No, I'm not. Like, you'll see a theme in these songs that I
cry
listen
when
to.
I leave?
Maybe. I might.
Your ex is in town from Texas?
He is from Texas, but he's
How
not.
did I call that? Oh my...
He's not in town anymore. He left town. We are safe.
We are safe.
But I'm really into Logan Brill. And then who else did I just start listening
There's
to?
another Logan Mural. Have you heard of her?
No.
She's really good too. I saw her at a writer's round.
Ooh.
I feel like if I put up my Spotify, I'd be like, whoa.
I'm big into Lady Wilson.
Josie Dunn.
Okay.
Have you ever listened to her?
I haven't.
Oh, she's so good. Yes, Lainey Wilson.
Lainey
Huge
Wilson.
fan.
And then who else just came out with it? Tennille Arts?
Yes.
Her new album's great.
Yes. Okay, you're reminding me of everything on my Spotify right now.
I'm like looking at my Spotify right now.
You're cheating.
But yeah, I like Tennille Arts stuff, and I've been on a more female kick lately.
So my producer, Derek George, wrote that Wild Love song on her album and produced it. Him and the girl I wrote cheated with. Him and Palmer Lee wrote one song with Tennille. And like her producers like flipped out, and it's on her record. But he said she's one of the best singers he's like ever had in his studio, and obviously saw her on The Bachelor.
Oh yeah, yep.
And I've been listening to that single, Somebody Like That. It's so catchy, so good, and she's killing it.
Yeah, she is. What do you think of The Bachelor? Have you been watching it?
Oh yes, but I only watch it to make fun of it.
Same. And the next episode, Chase Rice is on it.
Yes.
And They set him up, so it's the one-on-one with his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, I saw that.
But
I can't wait. I'm already like chewing popcorn watching.
I listened to an interview the other day on him saying something about it. He's like, I went on one date with her. We weren't dating. We went out one time.
Ew, I can't look at his face.
I can't believe they did that. That's really funny.
The producers just like perfectly place things.
They do.
And they're like, can't wait for this to blow up.
Let's see how this one's gonna go.
I saw some really good memes about The Bachelor, and one of them was about the champagne.
Oh yeah.
And it was like when the Bachelors like set up 2 champagnes knowing exactly what they're doing.
Yes.
And it was like a clip from like a cartoon. It said like, this is a surprise tool that will help us later. It was like something from like Mickey Mouse.
It's like, I'm sure when that happened, like they told like the girl like, oh yeah, your champagne's sitting out there like for you when you need to pull them away, and they probably told the other girl too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's just a reason for me to have like a couple girls over and like drink some wine
and hang out on a Monday night.
Yeah, literally that's what it is. I don't really care. I just like want something to do on a Monday.
Yes. It's perfect. I don't get that into it either. I think I watched the last like 2 episodes of the last one. But that one was crazy too, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But Tennille's actually played on The Bachelor 3 different
crazy.
seasons. Yeah.
That's crazy. They always have country artists.
Yeah.
They pulled in.
Yeah, because Matt Stell was on there.
Yeah.
Russell Dickerson.
Yep.
We got Chase Rice coming up.
Dan and Shay were on there.
It's because country singers write the best love songs.
Yeah, and they always have like, I feel like the boy always likes country music on it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, funny.
Too much Bachelor. Okay, so did you want to play a song for us? You can or you can't. It's up to you. You have a guitar.
I did bring my guitar.
I don't mean to put you on the spot.
It's covered by my coat. We'll bring it out.
All right. We'll get a little something. And then we'll do off-the-record confessions, and then we'll kind of wrap things up.
Oh my gosh. I was trying to think of my confessions.
I have a good one. We haven't recorded a podcast in a while, but I had spent all of December in Las Vegas, and I have some good stories.
You spent all of December in Vegas?
Like 2.5 weeks for the rodeo. It's a little crazy, but you have to pace yourself. You have to spend a lot of nights in your hotel room and not let yourself go out.
Way too much time to be in Vegas.
It's a different time. I've never been when it's not the rodeo. It's literally all cowboy hats and Wrangler jeans. It's not like probably your typical Las Vegas experience.
I'm not even going to use a pic.
Oh, okay.
Actually, funny story about Vegas. One time, my dad loves hotels. Also, sorry, Dad. He got really mad at me the last time I was on a podcast because I talked too much about how I needed to get a new license.
Yeah.
And I talked about how, like, you know, I've been here for like 4 years and I still don't have a Tennessee license. And he was like, Alexis, the police are gonna come after you.
You're like, I don't think so.
I was like, I'm doing another podcast. He was like, don't hang up your driver's license.
I need to change the address on mine.
Yeah. So my dad loves hotels. So we went to Vegas when I was in college, and he loves to go in all those hotels in Vegas because they're so extravagant.
I'm obsessed. We stay at the MGM, so I have like a bias towards like loving the MGM. Mm-hmm. But the Mirage is great.
They're not
that expensive either.
We stayed at Caesars and one of the other ones, but we had booked it. He had us booked there for 8 days, a family vacation in Las Vegas for 8 days in June. Like, it was hot.
That's like pool party time.
We literally went home early. Like,
you said we're done.
We went home after 5 days. We changed our flights.
That is a really long time.
We couldn't, me and my mom and my brother were like, we gotta go home.
We're done.
It's like 100 degrees here. And everyone's hammered.
I need to go during the summer.
People are yelling obscene things at me with
family.
my dad in the lazy river.
Yeah. I did try to get my dad to come down and take me to the George Strait concert. And I ended up buying a ticket by myself and going.
Really?
One of the other girls went with me too. But I kept trying to get my dad to come down. I texted him when I was there. I was like, hey, my dad's this quiet man. Like, we're from a town of 500 people. He hunts, owns a gun shop. Like, I don't know what he'd be like in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he likes to gamble. He likes to drink. So I'm like, Dad, you should come see George Strait. He was not for it. But I think I might have convinced him for next year.
Really?
Maybe.
My dad and I did go to Vegas together, just the two of us, in 2016 because I won a songwriting contest.
Okay.
With CES. It's the Consumer Electronics Show. And they flew me out to perform my song, and I brought my dad with me. So we spent like 3 days in Vegas together. It was really fun. It was really fun. And my dad was like, "We're gonna let you gamble," and like I made $20, and he was like, "That's it.
You're cut off.
Stop while you're ahead. You made $20.
That's all you gotta do.
You say you've gambled."
Oh man, dads.
All right. So I'm gonna play Relit Cigarette. You got some Kleenex near you?
I might.
I'm gonna take a headphone off so I can hear myself. Should've known better, damn, I love that bar. There you were, blowing smoke rings in the dark. I didn't waste no time taking a drag. I guess a part of me still hooked on what we had. Here I am, 4:15 with high heels in my hand, slipping out your door. What the hell was I thinking? Putting a match to that old flame, ain't it a shame? A relit cigarette don't taste the same. It ain't strong, smooth, sweet like it once was. 'Cause I was only craving a first time feeling buzz. What we had is all gone up in smoke. I just needed one last hit before I let you go. Here I am, 4:15 with high heels in my hand, slipping out your door. What the hell was I thinking? Putting a match to that old flame, ain't it a shame? A relit cigarette don't taste the same. No, no. I just didn't feel the rush like I thought I would. Tonight I'm gonna put you out for good. Here I am, 4:15 with high heels in my hand, slipping out your door. What the hell was I thinking? Putting a match to that old flame, ain't it a shame? A relit cigarette don't taste the same. Don't taste the same. No, I should've known better. Damn, I love that bar.
Woo! The story of my last weekend.
Oh
No. Oh man.
I hate that for you.
It's really okay. That's what I keep telling myself. Like, it's fine. Everything's fine.
It doesn't taste the same though.
It doesn't taste the same. It's not. Okay, so we'll wrap this up with some off-the-record confessions. So just confessing something like weird or embarrassing. You can tell an embarrassing story, or just something weird. I can go first.
Okay.
This will be my embarrassing thing. I went to a Cody Johnson concert in Las Vegas while I was there.
You really love Cody Johnson.
I love Cody Johnson. And he was playing a show with some like girls that I met because we all worked for Rock and Roll Denim. So we all worked for this jean company. They fly in like 30 girls, and you're in Las Vegas for 2 weeks, and you work the days at Cowboy Christmas selling their jeans, and like you have your nights off. So I go and I meet this girl, and she's super nice, and her boyfriend's coming to town, and her boyfriend's friend, and they are all going to the Cody Johnson show. Well, I went to the rodeo, and then the girl I was with was going out with her boyfriend. So I was like, hey, like I'm gonna meet you at the Cody Johnson show. I'm gonna come out there. So I Uber there, and I like hadn't been drinking, and they had, so I like tried to catch up. Well, me and this guy take like 3 shots. Bad decision. I black out. I haven't blacked out in years, and I was wearing
From
this
3 shots?
from 3 shots, and like I had like vodka waters, and I had wine before.
Vodka water?
I love vodka water. And I had wine before I left.
Flavor of that?
So I was just going down, and I have the boots on now. I bought these boots in Las Vegas, and then I also bought this like dress, and it was an expensive outfit, and it was just to go to the rodeo that night. So I have on this short dress and these new boots, and we all took a group photo. I don't remember this. We took a group photo, and I guess after the photo, we took it on the guy's phone. I guess I like looked at the photo, and they said it looked like someone pulled a rug out from under me. They said I just fell. And I like hit my head. I cracked the boy's phone screen, and I don't remember doing it. And the next day, like, we all go to work, and Laura was the girl, and she was like, text me like, hey, how you feeling? I said, I feel fine. Like, well, I was in bed by 1. I'm like, I feel fine. We had to be up by 8 a.m. I'm like, I'm feeling pretty good. She's like, I'm like, why? She's like, do you not remember falling last night? I'm like, no.
Who was the boy?
It was a boy I didn't know. It was like the girl's friend.
You broke his phone.
I broke his phone, and I felt so bad. And the next day, I was like, oh my gosh, do I need to replace it?
Did you?
No, he didn't tell me to. I felt so bad.
Expensive.
And I still feel bad. Shout out Dylan. I broke his phone.
Shout out Dylan.
Shout out Dylan.
Hope you got a new phone.
But it was funny because I posted something on Instagram about going to the Cody Johnson show. And Laura, I haven't talked to her really like since we got back home. She's like, no shots for you. I'm like, you're right. There will be no shots tomorrow night.
I can't get over the fact that you just drink vodka water.
Oh, you know, you have to stay fit. It's one of those things you just have to do.
I don't think I've ever heard someone order that.
Vodka water. I like tequila sodas with a little bit of lime.
Tequila water.
Tequila water isn't bad.
At least put a lime in there.
Yeah, you know, or maybe like some lemon in the vodka water.
I'm a red wine girl.
Ooh, okay. I like red wine too.
I don't ever
Nice
spill
cab.
it. Turned up truck.
I do. I feel so bad. I didn't know if they were gonna make me buy it. And I was like, do I need to purchase this wine that I just broke? It's fine.
Yeah, they're probably too. They probably felt really bad for you.
They did. I had on white sweatpants too. I just got these sweatpants. They're white. I'm not a big white pant person. They're from Tribe Kelly. I try to be bougie.
Past Labor Day.
I can't wear them. But I wore them, and I was like, I'm so glad the wine didn't spill all over them.
Yeah.
It totally missed the pants.
Red wine's a scary thing. But I love it. Yes, I'm a cab girl.
Yes, I love cab.
When I'm at home, red wine. When
Yep.
I'm out, beer.
Yeah, I've switched to beer because liquor hits me a little harder. So I know I'm going to be out for a long time, or like if I'm going to like a happy hour for like a meeting.
It's also just like cheaper.
It is a lot cheaper.
Like to go out and have a couple beers, I mean, you're gonna spend like $15.
But if you
Whereas like whiskey and cokes,
It's
you're
so
getting like
expensive.
$7, $8 a drink.
Right. And then they're smaller, they're faster to
They
drink.
sound like alcohol.
He might have a problem. Okay, off their confession.
Oh gosh.
Hit us with it.
Okay, so I was trying to think. Actually, I asked my friends in the car last night. I was like, "What's something weird about me?" And they're like, "Everything's weird about you. You're really weird," which is true. So first of all, I have a web toe.
Okay.
So that's just always my fun fact.
Interesting.
When I was growing up, I'd be like, "Fun fact: I have a web toe on my right foot." So I was literally born with it. Like it could have been like something that my parents like. I mean,
They fixed as a child.
they could have fixed it. They had the option, but they were like, "We're gonna leave her with this toe for her entire life." I don't swim any faster though.
How
in case
nice.
you're wondering. Just little fun quirk about me. I've recently become addicted to Uncrustables. Literally
later
addicted.
in life.
Very later in life. It might be the influence of too much babysitting.
Yeah, like it might be the kids you're around, but
No, I actually I'm very too much influenced by the
that's
kids.
a good snack though.
Uncrustables.
Yeah, you can have them.
Shameless plug. I'd like to be sponsored by Uncrustables.
Which flavor? Like
The strawberry
okay,
jam.
okay.
Because for me, if I'm running out the door, say I have a tour and I'm going to be on the bus for a couple hours, grab an Uncrustable from the freezer.
Yep,
Thaw it out by the time you're ready for lunch, and you already have your lunch.
you're good to go.
You don't have to make your peanut butter and jelly.
Perfect.
But I got addicted to them because of this 2-year-old I was watching. She loved them. And then I ate one and I was like,
These
whoa,
are pretty good.
So easy too. Other weird confessions. I'm a huge cat lady, but that's like not private knowledge. That's pretty public. My cats have an Instagram.
I was just gonna ask, do they have an Instagram?
They do. I'm not really good at updating it though.
Okay.
I always forget about it, so I really need to update it more. One time, one of my cats fell off my balcony. He's good.
He lands on his feet.
Yeah.
All good.
But it was really scary.
That's really scary.
Like he just like dropped off. He
What
was
floor
like,
do you live on?
"See ya." The 6th floor, but he dropped off to the 5th floor because it's a pool floor.
Okay.
But he fell into my neighbor's balcony.
I'd be terrified if like I looked out my balcony and I saw a cat just boom.
Yeah, she wasn't home.
Oh.
You know Nada from the Bobby Bones show?
Yes.
She used to live right below me, so it was her balcony. And I had a lot of champagne, and I was sitting outside with my friend, and all of a sudden I realized that Nash was like scaling the outside of the railing, and I was like, yo, how did he get over there? And then all of a sudden he just dropped.
Oh my gosh.
And I like looked down and I was like freaking out because it was like 11 p.m. I couldn't see him. Thankfully, I have her spare key. This could have been so much worse.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And I ran in and grabbed him outside, and he was fine. But it could have been so much worse.
Yeah.
They sit on my balcony all the time. That's the only time that's ever happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't even know if that's a weird confession, but...
it's a crazy cat story.
Oh, I did... You know what? I just thought of the last thing. My weird confession, which a lot of people know this. A couple years ago, I got a wall decoration stuck in my hair. Like so bad that I had to go to the hair salon. Have you ever seen those spiky wall decorations?
Oh my gosh.
The gold spikes.
Yes. I think we might have some in our house. One of our roommates has all
They're
the
from
gold
Target,
stuff. Maybe.
and it's just like it looks like a sea urchin.
And it got stuck in your hair.
Yeah, they're everywhere. People have them.
So
I've seen them on the
bad.
walls at Mickey's Tavern. Like they're literally
no.
everywhere.
They're
They're like
like haunt
3 gold
you.
spikes. They look like little sea urchins, and I had them on my bedroom wall.
Did you take them all down?
Oh yeah, I like threw them in the Cumberland. Like I could not handle it, and it got so stuck in my hair like for hours. Like
Oh no.
I had people working on my hair. Like I had to like cut hair off. Like I lost all this hair.
Oh no.
It was stuck in my hair for 6 hours.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not
It
good.
was the weirdest like day of my life. I had to like cancel my co-write.
Like what just happened?
I had to like cancel my co-write. I'm like, hey, I have a wall decoration stuck in my hair. I can't write today.
And they're like, okay.
Call out of nannying, everything. So it's to this day, like people always send me photos of those at the store. Like when they see them, I still get photos like
Get you
all
like
the
a
time.
gag gift.
It's not funny because it was traumatizing.
Oh my gosh. Okay, where can everyone follow you? Keep up with you?
At Lexie Hayden
Woo.
on Instagram. If you want to check out my extensive YouTube channel,
I'm gonna have to check that out. I did see you started vlogging. I call it I used to think it was called vlogging, so that's what I just call it now.
vlogging.
So you started vlogging again.
Hopefully I can keep up with it.
Yeah. That's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Like I always like set out to be like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm going on these fun trips. I'm gonna do it, and then like I don't get any video, and I don't edit it, and I don't put it out.
I don't know how to edit it. Emma edited the whole thing.
Oh.
So
I was actually thinking about finding someone to hire to edit
she's amazing.
things like that.
Like
Like
she
just
does
send
all
them
my
footage?
videos. Well, she was with me the whole time.
Ah, okay.
So like we went to the Hermitage, and she had been telling me you need to vlog because she used to vlog everything. She has a very extensive vlog from when she was at Belmont, and
Okay.
so she used to love vlogging, and she was like, your YouTube channel really needs this. I have like 12,500 subscribers.
That's a lot. Yeah, keep them engaged.
So she was like, you really need to like give them a glimpse of your life. I think it'd be really fun to start a vlog. So we started it at the Hermitage, and she was with me, so she helped me, like we filmed different things. She filmed me, I held the camera, whatever. So now we're just trying to think of other things to vlog, and I think our next thing will be behind the scenes of the Songbird Bus.
Oh, that'll be cool.
So we'll see if we can keep up with that. But yeah, if you want to follow me on YouTube, I have a bunch of acoustic videos of Wish You Would Have Cheated, Relit Cigarette. We have like obviously the music video will be going up there, and then there's like 150 covers.
Woo!
Ranging from age 14 till now.
Wow, you get a whole span.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Cool. Okay, and you can follow Inside the Noize at Inside the Noize and listen on Spotify, Apple, anywhere.
I'm excited to share this with everybody.
Woo! All right, thank you for coming on.
Sorry, thank you for having me.
All right, that's it. Oh, that was an